What's good, future millionaires? We back with another banger. I'm DecemberDeMarco, Fortune 500 marketer, here to share my insights of the market with y'all to hopefully help y'all become better informed investors. Salute to y'all for pulling up on the channel. Make sure you hit that thumbs up like button for the YouTube algorithm, and do not forget to subscribe. So a lot of people are not mentioning this or either forgetting about, our road to 1 cent, but I think this is what we need to see in order to get Shiba Inu to that 1 cent level. Or if you want to make money as if the price hit 1 cent, then I'm gonna show you what you can do here. Now, first, let's take a look at SHIB and the market cap. We're at that 13 level that I call we be pulling back to. You see we're hovering around there. Market cap currently at 7 billion right now. Circulating supply at 549 trillion. This hasn't been updated yet. We should be, we should have burnt off a few trillion here. But let's just say that the price or the circulating supply is where it is right now. So if you watched my previous video, we talked about and did the math how Shiba Inu could burn 111 trillion tokens per year. So if we do the math, this is all rough estimates because I don't want to do the exact numbers, but I'm just giving y'all an idea of what to look at, and you can do the exact numbers if you want. But let's just say if we remove 111 trillion tokens by next year, that will put us somewhere around 438 trillion tokens. Let's say we do that again for the next year, that'll be 327, so 327. And if we do that approximately for 3 or 4 to 5 years, we can effectively remove over almost all of the supply. Of course, it's going to be that number is going to get smaller as the supply decreases over time. But basically, the next 4 to 5 years, we can basically really burn this supply down. Now, let's take a look at some of the math behind this. So if we wanted Shiba Inu to reach 1 cent, so we have to look at what would the market cap be if we burned off, if we got the supply down to 200 trillion tokens. So let's just say we burned off about 349 trillion tokens, right? We got the supply down to 200 trillion tokens, which could take, a couple years or a year or two to do that. Now, it could take longer as well. Remember, none of this is financial advice, just speculating, financial entertainment, education, whatever you want to call it. Those of us that have Shiba Inu just bored and looking to, speculate on the price. So at 200 trillion tokens left, at 1 cent, that would give us a circulating supply of $2 trillion. Now we have to look and remember, take a look at the top cryptocurrencies, right? Bitcoin is only at $500 million or about $405 billion right now. At all-time high, we've seen Bitcoin over $1 trillion by itself. So that means we would need to see SHIB at twice, which I think, if I'm not mistaken, Bitcoin might have hit an all-time high market cap of around 2 trillion, if I'm not mistaken. So possibly at Bitcoin's all-time high, it was probably 2 trillion in market cap, maybe a little bit more. But Shiba Inu would need to be around Bitcoin's all-time high in market cap in order for it to be 1 cent at 2 trillion tokens left. Now, by the time that takes to for that to happen, let's say we see SHIB really blow up in the next few years, and we burn the supply down, that could possibly happen. But let's say realistically, how far will we have to get this supply down in to see this market cap at a realistic number? Let's say even 100 or 1 trillion in market cap. So if we burnt the supply down to 1 trillion tokens, we would need a market cap of $1 trillion in order to see SHIB at 1 cent. So that's kind of giving y'all an idea of what it would take. So let's say even at 100 trillion tokens, that gets us at the price of 1 cent. That puts us at a $1 trillion market cap. Let's say we even get if we reach half this level, right? So let's say we get half a billion, or excuse me, half of a trillion in market cap, 500 billion, basically where we see Bitcoin at right now. Let's say SHIB makes it to that point. That would put SHIB at about half a cent. Now, if so where Bitcoin is right now, that would put SHIB a little under half a cent. But let's just say it was 500 billion, that would put SHIB at half a cent. So we would need to see SHIB be at this level in market cap in order to get us to half a cent. But let's say half of that. Let's say Shiba Inu eventually reached the level of Ethereum's market cap around 200 billion. that would put us at about a quarter of a cent. So, I think that's a little more realistic to look at, right, in a short period of time, like let's say the next year or two. So if we could get SHIB down to, of course it would take a lot of burning. So maybe the next, 2 to 3 years, of course, some more community efforts added. But if we wanted to see SHIB at a quarter of a cent, we would need to burn it down to 1 trillion. But this is what you can do also outside of just waiting for that supply to get down to 1 trillion. You could be dollar cost averaging, loading up on your position and 4xing the amount. So let's say if Shiba Inu hit 1 cent, you would have $1 million. Well, then you would just want to, if we expect it to hit a quarter of a cent, then you would just, quadruple that amount and you would still have your $1 million. So let's say you bought, X amount of Shiba Inu at 1 cent, that would equal $1 million for you. Right now, if we can expect the price and we can do the math to a quarter of a cent, then basically just increase your position size or the amount you want to hold. So that way, once we reach that $200 billion market cap, you can get paid as if you waited till SHIB hit that 1 cent level. Now, that's what I'm expecting in a short, time. Of course, none of this is like to a T, I'm just speculating, looking at some of these numbers. We're talking about trillions of tokens and dollars, so it's really hard to do the math on that just and be accurate. So I'd rather just give y'all ideas of what it would take versus really trying to sit here pen and pad and break everything down. So at 100 trillion token supply, 1 cent price will put us at a $1 trillion market cap. So half of that $500 billion market cap will get us at half a cent. About 250 billion market cap will put us at a quarter of a cent. So keep that in mind, but that we will also need to be burning these tokens down. But you can be accumulating tokens while we're working on burning this supply down. I think once we see, we just seen somebody burn $181 million worth of SHIB. Let's see how many tokens that was. So that was over like 13 trillion tokens or something like that. I'm not sure, y'all. I can't do the I can't calculate this right there, but that was a lot of tokens. So imagine, once this picks up and it becomes viral and we reach a frenzy phase where people are panicking, accumulating SHIB because they're seeing now the supply going down. And I think I'm gonna say this before we get up out of here. I think this will also trigger a massive burn or, a frenzy of buying. Once we finally get an update on the circulating supply, once they start to really update this number and give us an accurate update and people can start to see it move, I think things are going to get very, very serious. So watch out for that. Just having some fun with this. That's all we got for this video. Appreciate everybody for pulling up and rocking with me. Make sure you hit that thumbs up like button before you leave. Also, do not forget to subscribe so you can get more content like this. Appreciate y'all for rocking with me, and we are out.